How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video. This one is going to be the Slobber Knocker Championship on SmackDown 2. Now, this is the first video on a new channel in the CM91 network. This is the wrestling channel, which will cover all things wrestling and anything to do with... Oops, as I just accidentally paused it. Anything to do with wrestling, video games or otherwise. So the Slobber Knocker Championship, 10 minutes, and the old games here. Undertaker against Gerald Briscoe. I'm struggling a bit here. So we start off with the Undertaker, and then we'll just go as we can. Gerald Briscoe's doing his best here to... A bit rusty here. I thought I was going to do a bit better. Oh. So... plan is to go through everybody in the game at some point as we go for a choke slam now. This should be enough, hopefully. See if I finish it. Yeah, there we go. So that should be 1, 2... Oh no, no, right, okay. Jerry, you're a tough son of a gun here. There we go. And I'm just going to have to put him out with the last ride here. Down he goes. Don't knock him out. So, yes, as I say, plan is to go through everybody in the game at some point. Oh, I forgot about these loading times. And we'll see who at the end will be the Slobber Knocker champion. Here comes Shawn Michaels, 2 unlockable characters straight away, so we will get these guys eventually. Once they are unlocked, obviously we'll go through. That means we'll need to go through a season mode at some point as well. I'll just put Shawn straight out with a last ride. So watch out for the channel, please subscribe, and you'll see a SmackDown 2 season mode as well as the Slobber Knocker Championship. So I just hit him with a clothesline. This is going to be this is more difficult than I thought it was going to be. I'm not going to lie here. I've only got one in just over 2 minutes. I don't ever remember it being this difficult. I may have shafted the Undertaker here with going first. I did randomise it, so it's not me doing anything untoward here. We did get the... Oh my goodness. So Shawn is doing here. So for those who don't know, the Slobber Knocker, I probably should have said, is like a gauntlet style match. So it's you have 10 minutes to pin as many people or defeat as many people as you can. But the game ends if you were to pin yourself. So Shawn Michaels was to pin me here. The Undertaker would finish this round with a grand total of 1. Which probably won't win. It might win, given how difficult I'm making this one seem. He goes out for a big suplex here. And spread eagle, so that should be it for Shawn. My goodness. Shawn was right when he lays down for absolutely nobody. Going for a choke slam here should be enough. Come on. Right, so we go. So we're on 3 minutes to get to. Not good. Hopefully we've got a bit of cannon fodder coming out here. No mile, it will be The Rock or someone. Lita, right, okay. So, intergender matches were a thing at this point in time. In the SmackDown games. But hopefully, this is just going to be a fairly straightforward one. There we go. So that was nice and quick. That was nice and quick. For the Undertaker. So that was 21 seconds. So Shane McMahon is out next after we're just a couple of weeks removed from his wonderful WrestleMania appearance this year. Saved by Snoop Dogg. Who would have thought? Come on, Taker. Kick out here. Kick out here. Kick out here. There we go. I'm gonna find them place in mind. No chance. Right in the low blow. No chance. One of the best theme songs that the WWF have ever had. Not gonna lie. So Shane is holding his own here. Reversing everything I've got. This is not good. This is not good at all. Come on, there we go. Kick out at nothing. Assert your dominance, Mr. Undertaker. Oh dear. Come on. Right, run away a bit. Off the ropes, and you just made a fool of yourself again. And you've just been counted again. My God. There we go. Come on. Get a bit of momentum going here, big man. There we go. Oh, yes. Scorpion Death Drop, followed by a Lash Ride. Surely got to be it. There we go, a KO. So they do exist. It's just Sean and Gerald Briscoe, funnily enough, we're not having any of it. So who's up next? Funaki. Right, here we go. SmackDown #1 announcer in the future. Kyan time music as well, also a banger. Although I do prefer Taka's music, so if we get Taka, when we get Taka at some point, there will be obviously a moment of reverence for the excellent theme music that Taka Michinoku has. There we go. Big body slam. Be enough. No, okay then. DDT. Here we go. Come on. Alright. Gonna need to take you down with that. Oh dear. Gonna need to take Funaki down with a Lash Ride as well. I was hoping to avoid it. You like to try and keep all your finishers at this point, but we're all 5.5 minutes in, and I've only got 4, so I'm going to need to pick up the pace a bit. Unfortunately, this is not the game when if you get to a certain amount, you will unlock Fred Durst. That's in Just Bring It, which we will get to at some point. Big DDT there. Will Funaki hold his own here? Former Cruiserweight Champion. Obviously much later than this one. There's a big body, there we go, big body slam there. That's going to take him out. A rope break. That's unfortunate. But Sho Funaki, you are going to get hit with a Lash Ride. There we go. Doesn't get knocked out like Shane McMahon. So Funaki greater than Shane McMahon. There we go. 3 count fall. So who is going to be next for The Undertaker? Just over 3.5 minutes left in this one. Bill Buchanan. The big man Bull. B squared. Big B squared. Now we're going to get a Lash Ride here as well. There we go. Down we go. Now I did think this was going to be... I did want to simulate this whole thing, but... It turns out you can't simulate the Slobber Knocker, which is fine. It does mean that we may have... Yes! Speaking of great entrance music, Pete Gas of the Main Street Posse. Yeah, unfortunately, you're going to need to go for a Lash Ride as well, because I'm going to need to start racking up some numbers here. So Pete Gas eliminated whilst the excellent music is playing. I do feel bad for him, but I don't really. Oh, Mamacita! One of the GOATs. Oh, Eddie Guerrero. Excellent. And so it was excellent, some excellent form in 2000 when this game was based on him in China. Oh, excellent stuff. I'm going to go up to the top here. Oh, no, maybe not. So Eddie's going to take a wee bit of doing here. I might be able to get him off for a quick Lash Ride. No, not this time anyway. Oh, come on. No, and we're out. Eddie beats us with 2:17 remaining. So there we go. Result 7. 7 for The Undertaker. Beaten by Eddie Guerrero with 2:17. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another go at the Slobber Knocker Championship here on WWF SmackDown 2. Know your role. The last time out we went with that man on the screen, The Undertaker, where we lost with just over 2 minutes to go with Eddie Guerrero. When we were beaten with Eddie Guerrero, we finished up with 7. We are now going again, episode number 2 with Viscera. as Howard Finkel loved to call him. He absolutely loved saying that big man's name, Viscera. So here we go. We've got Big Vis. We're starting off against Shawn Michaels again, who did cause us a few problems with the Undertaker. We're going to go hit a big splash early doors on Shawn and see what happens here. And there we go. So a quick one on the board. 7 is the clubhouse leader with the Undertaker, as we say. And I did apologise at the start. I may have shafted the Undertaker. Here comes Esse Rios. Getting used to how the Slobber Knocker worked. I remember it's certainly SmackDown 3 you could rack up into the 20s, and very disappointed with 7. But we'll see how we go here. So we've got one on the board, early doors. Viscera should hopefully take care of Esse Rios quite handily. It took us almost 2 minutes to beat Gerald Briscoe to begin with, as far as I can remember. Oh, big heel kick there, big rolling heel kick from the big man. Former King of the Ring. It'd be very ironic if Viscera was to beat the Undertaker's time, because he was obviously a part of the Ministry at one point. Oh, there we go. Have that, and have a big splash as well, maybe. Yes, have a big splash. 1, 2, and Big Vis there. Tries to kick him out as well. So going a bit better here. And Crash again. Hopefully Crash should be no match for the big man. So both of these men super heavyweights, obviously. I hope the ring is reinforced with the super heavyweight action we have got going on here at the minute. I do love that. I want to try and hit the thing. I want to try and hit that rolling kick again, because that looked brutal. There we go. Give us some of that. Oh, I do want to try and beat somebody with that. There we go. Hopefully this is out now. It was in the ropes before. No, it's just not going to happen, unfortunately. But we go again. We will try. Oh, a bit of athleticism there for the big man. We're going to go hit a splash. Oh, kick out. So, Shawn Michaels couldn't kick out the splash. Crash Holly does. Crash Holly should be in the Hall of Fame. Shawn Michaels should be kicked out. That's how it works. That is just really how it should work. There we go. And there. Oh, flapjack type manoeuvre. I can't believe I'm going to have to waste 2 finishers on Crash, but I get that one back straight away with the. There we go. So we used it, we got it back because of the movement in the bar. So can't complain too much. Scotty too hotty. Here we go. Today we do. Loved Too Cool back in the day. Absolutely loved them. And around this time they were absolutely white hot. I mean, they were so popular. It's unbelievable. Getting the whole of Madison Square Garden to dance in the middle of a Royal Rumble. I mean, that's impressive. Big belly to belly, that should be it for Scotty. And we're closing in. Oh no, it shouldn't have been. He was spread eagled as well. That's usually the sign that they're done. Big man trying to come off the top rope there. Oh, there we go. That's this. Oh, please be it. Please be it. Oh no. Big light drop there. Viscera's actually has got a very fun moveset, I'm not going to lie. Big body slam there. Oh, and he just throwing him about like he's nothing. Oh, what's he going to go? I thought he was going to go for a big spear there off the top. Scotty's away, and the big man is moving. Here we go. Just a casual face plant. Now my thing is now to either beat somebody with that kick or hit a top rope move. with the big man. But what I want to do is also beat Scotty here. Oh, come on. There we go. Scotty's been he's causing a bit of trouble here. I think I'm going to need to hit another splash on him. Take him out with that. Because he's too close to the ropes though. There we go. Right, 1, 2. Oh, Scotty, you're breaking my heart here. So we were looking as if we could have. This could be my moment to be one with that kick. There we go, one with a kick. Just excellent. But we're running out of time here, so we're only on 4. We've got 4 minutes to go. If we last to the end, we could beat the Undertaker. Oh, speaking of, Undertaker here, the clubhouse leader. He's wanting to come out and defend that. And I now need to. This is going to be a big splash effort. I need to beat the big man. If I can get him out of the way. Oh, he's just getting up quickly. That's the problem here. Need to take him down and then hit a splash quite quickly. If I want to beat the Undertaker. There's a Thez press. There's a Thez. Come on, come on, come on. Oh. So we're just over 2 minutes to go when the Undertaker was pinned by Eddie Guerrero. There we go. Oh yes, a quick knockout. That's exactly what we needed there for the Undertaker to get him out. That's a scary looking guy right there. Stephanie McMahon. Right, so hopefully we can get Steph out of the way fairly quickly. Stephanie McMahon Helmsley at the time. Surely wrestling in high heels seems, difficult at best. Oh. There we go. Can I get a... There was the splash. I don't think the splash was necessary. But we're up to 6. We're up to 6 with 2:52 to go. The Undertaker's number is in sight here. If we can get a pin. Steve Blackman. Speaking of excellent theme music, here comes Steve Blackman again. Oh, no, right. Big man's foot was under the rope. 2 legends of the hardcore division here. So if we can get Steve Blackman out of the way quickly, we can at least tie the Undertaker. And then big power slam. A big choke throw as well. So would potentially have a new clubhouse leader. Steve Blackman is... Oh dear. Brutal knees to the head there. Oh, come on. Please. So, we've lasted longer than The Undertaker. We've not got as many, so... We need tiebreakers here. Do we last to the end? Then it could be knockouts, could be a tiebreaker. We're going to need to come up with something here, like how we work this league table. Although this might not be the way that Steve Blackman's going here, this might not be an issue, because we can't get him. We cannot seem to. We're running out of time. If we want to, we can probably equal. So there we go. 1, 2. Oh, he kicked out. He kicked out at 2. Steve Blackman could be doing the Undertaker a favour right here. Two. Oh, Steve Blackman is doing the Undertaker a major favour here. So far, obviously, because Steve Blackman will have time to go. That's in the ropes. That's a waste of a splash. Big man getting desperate here. Oh, big kick. So it started off really well for Viscera. It's not finishing off very well. Oh, this isn't to be. This doesn't look as if it's to be. I think it was Scotty and Steve Blackman are the ones that have done it. Right, so there's the splash. 1, 2, 3. So we need a quick win here. Viscera has equalled the Undertaker on 7 with 17 seconds left. And it's the boss. It's the boss. Try. Oh no. That's it. I think that's it. Oh, that's definitely it. 4, 3, 2, 1. That's the game. Time is up. Viscera has equalled the Undertaker on 7. So I don't know what would be how we would separate that. Viscera lasted to the end, but the Undertaker got 7 before being pinned in a quicker time. So we will need to think about that. But as it stands, Viscera joins the Undertaker on 7. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another edition of the Slobber Knocker Challenge here on CM91 Wrestling. As you can see, the randomizer has given us the first member of Right to Censor, the good father there, as we start off again with Jerry Briscoe. He started off the Undertaker who was in the first episode a couple of weeks back, followed by Big Vis last week. Both have finished on 7. So we need to beat 7 for the Godfather to be the new clubhouse leader. Jerry Briscoe was the man who was the first up against The Undertaker. Shawn Michaels has appeared in both, so if Shawn Michaels turns up again, he will have appeared in every single one of them. But here we go, 30 seconds in. And we have, so the Godfather, anyone who's a fan of the Right to Censor, as we go for the pimp drop here, there we go, and that's a KO. Anyone who's a fan of the Right to Censor music will be delighted. We still have Stevie Richards and we still have Bill Buchanan to come up. Here comes Big Quiche. The first time we have seen Rikishi so far, I believe. And he does indeed look fly today. There we go. Bit of a whole, almost a whole train there. As we've got one on the Bordello doors for the good father. Oh, big push there by Quiche. I was a big fan of Rikishi back in the day. Not as big a fan of him after seeing his his brief cameo in Total Divas. Unnecessarily not going to Trent and John's wedding. Almost said funeral, either wedding. Poor show from the big man there. So, minute and a half down, we've got 1 so far. We need to pick up the pace a wee bit if we want to beat 7. And as we go for a roll up here and get the big man, there we go. So that's a nice one there. So 2 down already for the good father. And as he is, here we go. So China, here we go, renewing that China Right to Censor feud from late 2000, early 2001. China would love to knock off the good father here, you've got to think. Treat me just for who and what I am. And we go for a pimp drop here. Can we get China? There we go, it's another knockout. So the good father get 2 knockouts so far. I think that might be, they might be the most. I don't think we've got more than, certainly not had more than 2. Here comes Shane O'Mac. The quad father, as it would be cruel to call him after WrestleMania. We're going to call him that anyway. The quad father, Shane O'Mac. Gotta find them place in mind. Yes, that could be a theme. Oh, low blow there. That could be a theme of the playthroughs here, or the Slobber Knocker Challenge, is me singing along to some of the banger theme music we had from this time period, and that's a rope break. I've got to remember that there's a rope break involved in play here. and the Slobber Knocker. It is not no disqualification, as the Good Father almost gets a 3 count there. So Good Father on good pace here, and good pace, making good time. But that's where, if you watched last week with Big Vis, he struggled in the last couple of minutes with. There's another knockout for the Good Father. He struggled in the last couple of minutes with Steve Blackman. Couldn't quite get people in position for the big splash. Here comes Mamacita, the man who defeated The Undertaker. The Undertaker didn't last the full 10 minutes in round number 1 a couple of weeks back. As here we go, that was got him with the backslide. Can we get Eddie with a roll up here? Sunset flip roll up, only the 1 count there. There we go. Quick pins, that's the key. Bulldog there by the Good Father. Got to keep moving. So, 4 in under 4 minutes. So, we're making good pace here. And I think the Good Father, there we go, has got an excellent finisher for this. So, we could be onto something. The last ride didn't get hit very many times by the Undertaker. It was also very slow to hit. The pimp drop's quite a quick one. So we could be onto a new. It's looking good for the Good Father if he can keep it. If he can keep his shoulders off the mat. Here we go against Bubba Dudley. He gets hit by a big leg drop there. We're going up top here. Could be a superplex by Bubba. There he's there. So all the Good Father needs to do, a couple more pins, he's actually not pinned very many people, 4 knockouts and 1 roll-up victory, but he's struggling a bit here. There we go. So both went for the same thing there. The Good Father can hit it this time. Went for the double axe handle off the top. Bubba misses that one. There we go. He gets hit with a knee to the forehead there and a big right hand. So big power slam there. I thought he was going to. Big super kick. And we're going to go up for the pimp drop once again. The deadliest move of the Slobber Knocker challenge so far. 5 knockouts so far for the Good Father. 4:47 left in the clock. We could have a massive lead after this one. As Lita gets hit with a whole train. A swanton from Lita there. So the Good Father's got to watch out here. Got to watch out. As Lita at this point, part of Team Extreme. That's in the ropes. Big powerful man, the Good Father. There we go. The Samoan drop. Is that going to be enough for a pinfall? No, not even a 1 count from Lita there. She goes for the thing. She goes for the leg drop. Patented. Is he spread out? Oh no. I thought, the Good Father could be in trouble here. Could be in trouble. I think he was spread eagle there. That's normally a sign that a pinfall is incoming. 1. Come on, kick out. Oh no! The Good Father has been beaten. The Good Father loses on 6. I am speechless. He's dancing there. He's dancing away, shucking and jiving. The Good Father on 6 has been beaten. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another Slobber Knocker challenge right here on SmackDown 2 on the CM91 Wrestling channel. As you can see, we will be attempting it this time with the first diva, the first woman superstar, Tori, former women's champion, member of DX at this point in time. So we will be attempting it with her to see how far she'll get. 7 is still the number to beat after the Good Father last time out only got 6. So we're still waiting on someone overtaking that first effort by The Undertaker, equalled by Viscera just 1 week later. So Jerry Briscoe starting off once again. Always seem to get Jerry Briscoe in these. He started off 3 of the 4 now. As Tori hits a nice crossbody. Are we going to try and get the Tori suplex in? No, we're not. Jerry taking it to Tori here. Big drop kick. And we're going to take him down here. So almost a minute gone here. And nothing on the board. But the good fella was looking, no pun intended, good up until he lost. So he was the second person not to make it to the 10 minutes. But he was taking a lot of people out with his pimp drop finishing move. There's another nice crossbody by Tori there. Oh, and she's taken over by Jerry Briscoe. Roll up. This could come in handy. This could come in handy now that I know that it's there. Oh, just a 2. Snap here. And we're going to get the Tori suplex here. A nice alley-oop. And that could be all she wrote for, all he wrote for Jerry Briscoe. There we go. So there's 1 on the board. It's taken us 2 minutes to get there, but we've got 1 on the board now. And who's going to come out next? Perched on the top, waiting on them, is Bill Buchanan. Oh, bling bling, bling bling Beastbeard. Bill Buchanan. So, another member of the Right to Censor, looking to see if we can, if at one point he is going to take over and try and do better than his stablemate, the Good Father there. But we're going to try and get a Tori suplex in early doors on the big man. And he's just going to be too close to the ropes there for us, unfortunately. But we'll try and roll him up. And he kicks out there at nothing. But we get another go. Kicked out at 1, unfortunately. So, couldn't make use of our finisher there. But 1. But Tori's struggling here. But we'll see how she goes. Oh, big clothesline takes her down there. And a big elbow to the back of the head. That's not very nice at all. Big neck breaker there though. And Tori holding her own here. So say former women's champion was holding her own with against the Dudley Boys in this year. In the big DX feud. But nothing going here. Oh, she missed that. And Bill was spread eagled there, so that would have been a victory, you've got to think, in the old SmackDown way of doing it. But here we go for another alley-oop here. This could be a waste, but we get the knockout. So we move on. That's now 2. This is going to be a struggle to get to 7. But here we go. We might get on well here. We've got another female. It's Trish Stratus before she became the legend that she is. So we might be able to get, if we can get Trish out of the way early doors, build a bit of momentum would be quite nice. Although we do get brought down with a neck breaker there, and we can run away. Oh, Trish rolls us up right enough. There we go. Never mind. Big slap there from Tori. And Trish is taken out. Can we get her up for the alley-oop? The Tori Plex. Just the only problem with that move is it does throw them quite a way along the ring. We get a rope break there. And again. This might be okay here. 1, 2. And we get the 3 onto Trish. As we get ready to run the ropes here, we're going to spring an attack right on the next competitor as they come in, and it is X-Pac. So here we go, X-Pac, Tori's boyfriend, at the time. Terrorised Kane in the early start of 2000, and then over 99, 2000, then the Dudley Boys towards the middle of the year. Oh! And she gets the quick pinfall. Did he lay down? Did he lay down for the misses there? That's not a loaded question. That was just purely to say, did he give her an easy win there? We'll never know, we shall need to ask. So Chris Jericho out next. One of the few in this game. I'm struggling to think if there's anyone else. The Hardy Boys and Edge and Christian, maybe the only other ones that are still wrestling at this time. This is almost 20 game. Bear in mind, it's 23 years old this year. Came out in late 2000. Oh, crossbody. I was going to launch a stinging attack there. So Tori holding her own here. From what was a struggle to get the first few on the board, we're now looking at getting quite a few here. So we're up to 4. The Good Father gets 6. That's the next milestone, is 6. Come on, baby. No. Oh, I was counting my chickens before I was hatched there. 4 is all that Tori gets. So good showing from Tori. It looked as if she was building momentum there at the end, but 4 is all we could muster in the Slobber Knocker challenge. So the first lady to go is unfortunately bringing up the rear with 4. So how's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel, this time from the Slobber Knocker challenge from SmackDown 2. As you can see, the challenger today is Eddie Guerrero, the man who took out The Undertaker in his attempt at the Slobber Knocker challenge in the very first episode of this one. Guerrero Briscoe starting off once again. So Eddie Guerrero already has a victory in the Slobber Knocker challenge. Let's see how he can do against the challengers of his own. Went for the frog splash, probably not the right time to do it. That's a waste of a finisher there, but we do have a roll up that could come in handy. That could come in handy indeed. It was a roll up. It was a victory, backslide roll up that helped Eddie defeat the Undertaker. But he's making some heavy work of Gerald Briscoe as we speak. Eddie Guerrero, one of the GOATs of professional wrestling, and it's undisputed. But he's not doing too well against one of Mr. McMahon's most loyal stooges, Gerald Briscoe. Here we go. La Magistral. And another roll up. Eddie Guerrero's main offense against Gerald Briscoe is quick roll ups. Eddie could be the first person here not to score any points, which would be quite the achievement. So we had The Undertaker, we have had The Good Father, we've had Tori, and we have had... That's terrible, I've completely forgotten the other person who's done the challenge. Viscera was the other one that's done the challenge. So Viscera and The Undertaker currently leading the way on 7. This is not good. This is not good for Eddie. Really is not good. Needs to start hitting some big boy moves here. There's a hurricane. Right, there, a hurricane runner. Right, so there we go. So Eddie gets the first one down there. So that's taken 2 minutes. Oh, 2 minutes and 5 seconds for Eddie Guerrero to beat Jerry Briscoe there. And here comes Rikishi now. So things not going to get easier for Eddie. 2 former Intercontinental Champions here. Eddie at least gets one on the board. He's not going to be the first one to get the old donut. And that's a big backbreaker there. No, oh, see, need to watch. Need to make sure he's going to be down long enough to hit the frog splash, as we didn't do with Jerry Briscoe in the first one. And there's a big clothesline there from Eddie, and a big backbreaker. There we go, knockout on Big Quiche. Probably unnecessary for the frog splash, but we did it anyway, proving our point. So there we go. So that was a quick one. That was a quick one there, under the minute. Yeah, Paul Bearer. First appearance of the challenge for Paul Bearer. Coming out to take on the challenge of Eddie Guerrero. So using Kane's music here, he was managing Kane at this point in time. Have not seen Kane at any point in any of the challenge, taking on any of the challengers. Need to watch the rope breaks as well. There's another clothesline for Paul Bearer's troubles. And Gory Special. There we go. Taking him down with a Gory Special. And Eddie now picking up some momentum. So what looked like it was going to be a difficult one for him to begin with is now, he's now up to 3. 4 was is the current low watermark, and it was Tori the last time. He put up a great effort. Was quite unlucky, to be honest. And here comes Ivory, former women's champion, for her first appearance of the challenge. And we're going to just immediately take her for a ride with the Gory Special. Does nothing for her. It has no impact on her whatsoever. So I wonder if we're going to get a China sighting. Is Eddie's Mamacita going to come out and take and ruin Eddie's day? He needs to, before we find out if China is coming, we need to try and get Ivory out of the way. Taking her down there. Oh, no time to get the frog splash away. Very disappointing. Ivory playing to the crowd, not what she needs to do. And there's the frog splash. Ivory's taunting to the crowd was our downfall there. So Eddie has equalled the low mark here, and we're not even made it to halfway. So Eddie now built up to 4. So we could have a new, despite a disastrous start for Eddie. Quite frankly, a disastrous start. What can only be described as that. He's now building some momentum here, but he has got the boss coming out next. So the boss is the next challenger. So he's going to take him up with a suplex. Oh, it's Brainbuster. Brainbuster on the boss. Is that going to be it already? Oh no, the boss kicks out. Of course, the grapefruits of the testicular fortitude of this man is unbelievable, as Vincent Kennedy McMahon. So there we go. Eddie picks up another one with a tornado DDT from the second rope. And who's going to be the next challenger? Is it going to be the Undertaker? Is it going to be Vis trying to... It's the Mamacita! China is out next to face Eddie Guerrero. So she's been out before. Can Mamacita ruin Eddie Guerrero's run here? That really would be something. That would be incredible if that was to happen. But we will see. We'll see how it goes. Eddie not letting up, despite her being his Mamacita. Obviously, we won the Intercontinental Championship from her and makes light work of her here. 6 is now the time. 6 is now what Eddie is on. He beat the Undertaker in the first go. Here comes Shawn Michaels, who couldn't beat the Undertaker in that one. So Shawn's been out a couple of times already. This is a dream match of all dream matches. Eddie versus Shawn. Takes him down with a big drop kick there. So this is action that you would only expect for these two men to have. High flying stuff as only these two men can produce. Eddie takes him down with a Hurricane Rana. Are we going to get... Oh, yep, he's going to go up for the Gory Special. Oh, Shawn gets up. Eddie must have been going for the frog splash there. Oh, and he kicks him right in the jaw. Right in the jaw. He's up for the frog splash. And there he goes. Eddie hits the magic 7 mark. with 2 minutes and 47 seconds to go. This has been an impressive turnaround for Eddie. Didn't get any in the first 2 minutes. Here comes Cactus Jack. Cactus Jack making his first appearance with an all-time excellent music. Oh, and he almost gets taken down. 2 former ECW men here. So here we go, 2 minutes to go. Eddie versus Cactus Jack in the Slobber Knocker challenge here. Big kick, big drop kick. Doesn't take the hardcore legend down though. Another big drop kick there. So Eddie's doing what he can he's got to keep on Cactus Jack, because Cactus Jack's a very, very dangerous man. And if he wants to beat 7, he's going to need to go. He's going to need to go quick. He's only got a minute 44 to go. But there's the that was the backslide. That was the backslide to beat the Undertaker. Oh, a big right hand from Cactus Jack. So a minute and a half left to go. Eddie has got 1 to get to be the new clubhouse leader on 8. But he's got a very, very formidable opponent here to overcome. It's Cactus Jack. If Eddie can beat Cactus quickly, he does have a chance to potentially get another one and put some daylight between him and the next challenger. I think he was going to try and go up for the knockout there. The knockout blow. There's 1, 2. Oh, and Cactus was having none of it. Clothesline. They put in the punches. I think he's just now got to aim for the 8. I think they... Oh, is it potential? The potential of him... Oh, here we go. The Trado DDTs are going for it. He's going to hit it. He's beaten one person with that already. Has he beaten Cactus Jack with it? Yes, he has. So we have a new mark to beat. It's 8. There is 19 seconds to go. Can Eddie potentially use those 19 seconds to get something and something else on the board? That's Trish Stratus. Eddie's got to be quick here. He's got to be quick. Can he beat Trish? He goes for the roll up. 7 seconds to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. He goes for the cover, but time is up. Time is up for Eddie Guerrero, but what an effort. If he had managed to beat Gerald Briscoe quicker, he might have had a potentially unassailable lead. But 8 is the new leader in the clubhouse. He's overtaken The Undertaker. He's overtaken Viscera. And Eddie Guerrero has now set the benchmark for everyone else to try and overcome. How's it going, guys, and welcome back to another video on the CM91 Wrestling channel as we will go back into the Slobber Knocker challenge on SmackDown 2. As you can see, the next challenger up is Eddie Guerrero's fellow Radical. It's all Radical here. Eddie set the benchmark with 8 in the last episode. His fellow Radical Perry Saturn is taking on the challenge this week. But his first person he needs to overcome is his fellow Radical, Chris Benoit, and it's been all Benoit so far. So Eddie was almost the first person not to score any points last week. He very much struggled to beat Jerry Briscoe, and this is not looking good for... Oh my God! What a clothesline from Perry Saturn. I was going to say it's not looking good, but that was a vicious clothesline. But it has been all Benoit so far, apart from that one. He goes for that vicious clothesline again. Perry needs to build some momentum here. But Benoit has dominated him so far. Benoit quick out the blocks here. But a big German suplex there from Saturn. I mean, that's what he's got to. He's got all of these suplexes in his thing, but he's just not come out the blocks here. As he gets taken down with another big body slam. So this is Benoit's first, both of these men's first appearance in the challenge so far. Perry Saturn taking it, Benoit trying to be trying to stop him. There's another big German suplex there for Perry Saturn. Big armbar there for Saturn. And we're going for the rings of Saturn here. Can he get it? He's going to be in the ropes. Going to be in the ropes, unfortunately for Perry. But there's another big suplex from and again he's just throwing him about here now. And it's a standing chicken wing. And he's just going to think he's going to try and pin him here. I can't get anything. But Benoit, you've got to be wary of his crippler crossface. That's a super kick there from Perry. Go for another thingy. Benoit goes for another ride. So Benoit reverses him, takes him down with a big club to the back. He goes for the spinning wheel kick, but he misses. Benoit takes him down with another club to the back. Very methodical. Big super kick from Saturn. Benoit comes back and takes him down with a clothesline here. This has been mostly Benoit. We've had 2.5 minutes so far. Saturn hasn't even come close to pinning Benoit yet. We're going to get another Rings of Saturn attempt here for the submission. Yes, and there we go. Benoit taps out. So Perry Saturn escapes the embarrassment of being the first person to come up with a 0. But China is up next. So China was up against Eddie in last week. And she's making her third appearance so far. But Saturn, I can't see Saturn. I said this about Eddie the last time, but Saturn was almost 3 minutes to beat Benoit there. Saturn playing for playing for pride here, I feel, at this point in time. But yes, because we don't know how. And the thing is, as well, we don't know how much damage he's really taken from Benoit. That was a hard hitting first bout from the two of them. Oh, that's a hell of a power slam. That could be all she wrote for China. No, it's not. It looked as if it could be ankle lock from Perry Saturn in the ropes. But we're still stuck on one for Perry. Takes a big capture suplex there and a single sort of half chicken wing. This has been a struggle from Perry Saturn right from the very start. He kicks out at one there. Spinning wheel kick. Is that going to be it for China? No, it is not. Oh, and there's that big clothesline again. And the chicken wing. The crossface chicken wing. Bulldog. Oh, and China gets him down with a low blow. That is going to hurt. That is going to hurt. And this is going to be... It's a big power slam again from Perry. He's going to need to try and take her out of the ropes. Oh, big dragon suplex. And there's a schoolboy. So this side, sunset flip there, not a schoolboy. The sunset flip does it. So Perry, now halfway through, has got 2 now. So here comes Mick Foley, the commissioner of the WWF. No stranger to hard-hitting matches himself is Mick Foley, the hardcore legend. So 4 is the low mark so far from Tori, who put up a valiant effort, was very unlucky to not get more than 4 herself. So back and forth so far between Perry and the Micker. Big DDT there from Foley, and Saturn's knee is giving him bother. You can see there. He takes him down with another DDT. Perry is struggling. He's just never really got going in this one. Benoit came out, the trap's hot, and it's never. Perry hasn't had no momentum. And he missed the clothesline, and Mick has rolled him up, and he only gets a 2 count. Saturn lives to fight another day so far. Oh, but he gets crotched on the top rope there by Foley, the commissioner, looking as good as ever. He's got to think Saturn could be one big move away from defeat here. And Foley is full of big moves. 3 minutes to go for Saturn. He's managed to notch 2 victories. One over Benoit, one over China so far. Mick Foley proving to be another tough competitor. Saturn powers out at the one there. Oh, and he was going up the top rope. I wonder if he was going for well, you wonder what he was going for. There's a big clothesline there. Oh, and Mick kicks out at 2. And Foley is one of the toughest competitors ever in the WWF. His feet are under the ropes there as well. You've just got to wonder how much more Perry Saturn has left in the tank. Foley rolls him up again. He caught another kick out, but these are going to every kick out is going to expend more energy from Perry Saturn. Oh, and again, they're so close. Another close 2 call. That would mean that was 2.5. Oh, and Foley takes him down. He's got the claw on him. No, and Saturn gets right back up. Saturn gets right back up again. I did not see him overcoming that. Another big clothesline from Perry. Judo toss. Again, Foley was in the ropes though. Saturn just keeps getting back up. He doesn't know when he's beat. Again, Foley's in the ropes, so that's just the veteran instinct of Mick Foley there. A big power slam from Perry. And he's in the ropes again. This has been a valiant effort from Perry Saturn. You cannot say he's had the best of luck with who he's come up against. What a big dragon suplex once again. Perry Saturn has not had the luck of the draw here today. I think he knows the gig is up. I think he's just now going to just start tossing Foley around like he's a small child. He's going to apply the rings of Saturn on the commissioner, and Foley is smart to give up quickly. So Perry Saturn, there's a man who's not happy with his performance there. 4 seconds left to go. He only has 3. Here comes Viscera, who was the clubhouse leader up until last week. And that is it, ladies and gentlemen. So 10 minutes have elapsed and Perry Saturn can only get 3. He is now the low benchmark, unfortunately for him, but it was tough going for Perry Saturn today. So unfortunately for Perry, he's now bottom of the pile. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another edition of the Slobber Knocker Challenge, and as you can see, we have got a big one today. It is the Ayatollah of Rock and Roller. It is Y2J, Chris Jericho, and we're starting off with Gerald Briscoe once again. So 8 is the new target to beat. Eddie Guerrero beat that a couple of weeks back before we had quite a poor showing from Perry Saturn. He did come up against a couple of bad. He got a bad draw. Let's say he started off with Chris Benoit and couldn't put him away. So Eddie is still the man to beat. Latino Heat is the man to beat, shall we say? On 8. So Jericho is not making great work of Gerald Briscoe, but here we go. Gerald Briscoe has shown up quite a bit on here. There's a roll up from Jericho. 1. No, and just the 1 count. So Jerry Briscoe's turned up quite a few times on here. I think he was I believe it's been a few weeks ago now that he was the first person to take on the Undertaker all the way back in episode number 1. He definitely turned up against Big Vis as well in episode number 2. So Jericho's going to need to get a bit of a move on here. Submission finisher. I think that's probably what did Perry Saturn in last week. We're going to get, there you go. So there he goes. He gives up to. That's more of a lion tamer than Walls of Jericho that we know now. But that's possibly where Saturn came unstuck last week as, oh yes, it's Paul Bearer, number 2 for Chris Jericho. So, good draw so far for Jericho. Oh, not, well, he will not be considering it a good draw with a pile driver like that. But a good luck of the draw for Jericho. He said Paul Bearer, number 2, after seeing off Gerald Briscoe. Although Bearer's making Jericho work for it here. He really is. There you go. There's a big flying forearm there, and he's working over the knee. So there you go. So it takes Bearer down. What we're going to get here. Big backbreaker there on Paul Bearer. Can Jericho finish him off with that? No, he can't there. So, Jericho again making it difficult against Paul Bearer. We're going to get, I thought we were going to go for the double power bomb there. Didn't quite. Only got the 1 power bomb. And are we going to go for the Walls of Jericho? The Walls of Jericho here again. Surely he's going to tap out. Yes, he does. There's the tap there from Paul Bearer. And as Jericho doing the Kane pose, the Undertaker pose there. And there we go. So, D'Lo Brown. First appearance of D'Lo Brown on the challenge. So, we are indeed looking at the real deal now. Big D'Lo. In his low-down gear there. No Chaz, unfortunately. As he goes for the dive, the high risk maneuver. That's why they call it high risk. It doesn't always come off. So we're going for the butterfly backbreaker once again. And are we going to? He might. Oh no, he pulled him away from the ropes. There you go. Is D'Lo going to tap out as well? Yes, he is. So short and sweet appearance from D'Lo Brown on the Slobber Knocker Challenge. You better recognise, we recognised that wasn't D'Lo's finest performance, but he will be back out. Speaking of first time appearances, once again, it is the Cat. So the Cat making her first appearance of the Slobber Knocker Challenge, as Jericho takes her down with the snapmare there. Not going to be enough to cover there. We've got a roll up 1, 2, not even getting a 2 count there. And he goes for the drop kick but misses poorly. And is taken down with a shoulder block there. So the Cat is holding her own here. As he goes for the big spin kick, doesn't quite pull it off. I don't quite understand why she went for the diving elbow there. We were miles away from her. And are we going to... No, we're not going to get quite get the Walls of Jericho. So she goes for the elbow and misses again. We were slightly closer this time. So fair play to her for giving it a go. We're going to go up the top. Oh, yes. Well, we tried anyway. Oh, my goodness. So that's Jericho is spread eagled already. That's the sign that a knockout is imminent. That's not good going for Jericho this early. I mean, Saturn at least managed to the end. The Undertaker is the only person... Undertaker, sorry, and Tori are the only people so far that haven't big DDT, that haven't made it to the end. Jericho is in danger of not making it to the end himself. I think, yeah, we're going to put her away here with the Walls of Jericho. So 4 up, 4 down to the Walls of Jericho with just over 5 minutes to go. So we're just over 5 minutes left, and here comes Kane, a big challenge now. This might actually be Kane's first appearance as well. I don't remember Kane showing up much before. So, storied rivalry from the year 2000 for these two. All over coffee. You think it's about coffee? Yes, I do, because it happened when he spilled coffee. 1, 2, so that would have been a quick one. So Jericho just under halfway, and we are at halfway to Eddie's target here. So putting up a better fight against Kane than he put up against the Cat, I must say. So Jericho, oh, there you go. So Jericho's doing very well here. Kane's just too big, right under the ropes there. That's not going to work. Jericho with a backslide. That's what beat the Undertaker in the first one. By Eddie was the deadly backslide. Oh, back and forward, the back and forth action from these two. Oh, Jericho, I think, was waiting there for snap suplex. He was waiting there for the Walls of Jericho. We're going for the moonsault and missed completely. We'll go for the cover off of a missed moonsault. That's a great... Oh, come on, baby! It is all happening. I can't even get my words out. It is all happening that quickly. Kane's arms under the rope there again. No, I thought we were trying valiantly there for... Oh, for the Walls there. So 3 is the lowest target there. So Jericho equaled Tori on 4, and he might lose here. No, there we go. So he's equaled Tori on 4. Saturn is the lowest currently with 3. Ow. And here we go. So pulls him away. We're going to have the Walls there. Is Kane going to tap out? Yes, there's the 5th person in a row to tap out to the Walls of Jericho. Just under 3 minutes to go. So we're going to need to go quick fire if we're going to set a new benchmark here. It's Michael Cole. So this is a challenge of debuts here. Michael Cole comes out for his first goal. And we will be doing a season mode on the channel as well, so we will get a chance to have Michael Cole to do the Slobber Knocker challenge as well. Well, what a turn up! How good would it be if Michael Cole was going to be the man who completes the Slobber Knocker challenge? There he goes. So predictions in the comments. How will Michael Cole do in the old Slobber Knocker challenge? Later on when it's his go, he's spread eagled there. We're going to get him with the Walls as well. So this is going to be another tap out. Jericho has got just over 2 minutes to get 2 more to equal Eddie, 3 to be top. Who is going to be up next? It is Rodney of the Mean Street Posse. So we've had Pete Gas out against the Undertaker. We now have Rodney of the Mean Street Posse out now. Yet to see Joey Abs, but he will be coming at some point, you've got to imagine. So Jericho taking it to Big Rodders. And there he goes. What? No, too close to the ropes. Was the tall man of the Mean Street Posse, former hardcore champion. Legend of the hardcore division, if you ask me. Do love the Mean Street Posse. He's going to be too close to the ropes there again. Jericho with the neck breaker, and we're going to try for a wee butterfly back breaker here. There we go. And are we going to get Walls of Jericho? Is this going to be another tap out? Yes, it is. So a minute to go. Jericho has equalled The Undertaker and Viscera. He's now joint second, chasing down Eddie Guerrero's 8. And who is going to be up next? It is Hardcore Holly. Hardcore Holly stands between Jericho and Slobber Knocker. Joint immortality here. He's going to need to be quick. He's going to need to be quick here to beat Bob Holly. To at least match Eddie. If not overtake him. He needs to be really quick if he wants to overtake him. We're going to go for the walls here as well. Now, is this going to be as Hardcore? No, he didn't tap out. The first person not to succumb to the walls of Jericho in this one. It might just have been a tad too early. This looks like Holly has Jericho's number here. 14 seconds to go. Jericho's got to be quick. Got to be quick here. I think that's going to be it, folks. That is going to be it. Too much for Jericho to do it in that last minute against Hardcore Holly. He only racks up 7, so Eddie Guerrero's 8 lives to fight another day. But a strong showing from Y2J there, equaling The Undertaker and Viscera. Who is going to be next to step up to the challenge? Find out next week. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, this time from the Slobber Knocker Challenge once again. As you see, Mick Foley and Mark Henry, Sexual Chocolate, is who we will be participating with today. So, Chris Jericho, last time out, didn't quite match Eddie Guerrero's 8, so 8 is still the number to beat. We had another valiant effort with 7, so we've now got 3 superstars on 7. Jericho, The Undertaker and Big Vis. So Mark Henry starting off with Jerry Briscoe once again. Jerry Briscoe always there or thereabouts in these ones. So Jerry Briscoe starting us off once again as Mark Henry finally gets some offense in and starts to work over the knee of Mr. McMahon's one of Mr. McMahon's favourite stooges as we go for a big splash and a knockout there in under a minute for Gerald Briscoe. So here we go. Look at that man. That's a man who knows he has got a lot in front of him. A very mean man. It's Stone Cold Steve Austin. Baggard. It's Austin. First appearance of Stone Cold Steve Austin in this Slobber Knocker Challenge, and my goodness, he means business. So here we go. Rope break in there, but Henry piling on to Stone Cold Steve Austin. So we're probably going to need the big splash here. Going to keep on him. And there we go, as a knockout. And Austin, Austin's been in under a minute. Henry wins. And speaking of first time appearances, here comes the Road Dogg, the D-O-double-G. Doom, down, down, down. Doom, down, down, down. There you go, take that, Mr. Dog. So Henry going alright here, not even 2 minutes gone, we're already at 2. Mark Henry coming out to be the one to be beat. Big Luthez press there. And another one, just putting all his weight on him. Is that going to be enough? No, not quite. But here we go, the 2 minute mark has just been hit now. And Henry here did get off to a bit of a slow start with Jerry Briscoe, but we got there eventually, and we're going for a third splash, and that's a third knockout there. Mark Henry, look at, go on, shuck and jive there, big man. Show us your sexual chocolate. Here we go, Viscera. Big Vis here to try and end Mark Henry's run before it really gets going to protect his second place. Big Vis was very impressive in his one. And a big Lou Thesz press there again, and Henry going up for the splash. Doesn't knock out the big man, but can he get the 3 count? Yes, he can. Mark Henry is on a tear here. Henry is sending a message to everyone else. I am coming for the number 1 spot, and I'm not leaving without it. 4 in under 3 minutes. Here comes Scotty. Big overhand slap, didn't quite get there. That's a deadly combination, is the big Lou Thesz press and then the big splash. Oh, and Scotty kicks out. So as we mentioned in the Viscera episode, that now means that Scotty takes Steve Austin's place in the Hall of Fame. Steve Austin was knocked out. Scotty kicked out too. Wasn't even knocked out. So there we go. There's the Lou Thesz press again. So Scotty now takes Steve Austin's place in the Hall of Fame. That is how it works. Scotty was almost taking Mark Henry's place on this Slobber Knocker leaderboard away from him there. Only 4, so Perry Saturn is currently at the bottom with 3. So Mark Henry has not succumbed to being the bottom of the table. He's now up there with Torrie on 4. Big man going upstairs. Look at this, it's a mat classic from these two. Who knew that the two of them had such chemistry? I'm just going to... This is the tactic. And we're going for another big splash. Scotty again not knocked out, but that must be the 3 count now. It is. Oh, look at the big man's feeling himself here. 5 minutes not even progressed. We're just coming up for halfway, and Mark Henry's already got 5 with 8 to beat. And the big boss man, he of excellent entrance music, is coming to stop him. The first appearance of the big boss man as well. So I can't believe we're already 8 episodes in and we're still getting first timers. Oh, here we go. That would have knocked him out of the Royal Rumble, but unfortunately we're not doing a Royal Rumble. Here we go, and down he goes. Going to vary the moveset here. Big body slam. Is that going to be it? We're at the 2, and we're at the 3, and Mr. Henry is very impressive. 4:44 to go. We're already at 6. Mark Henry could not only beat Eddie Guerrero, he could absolutely destroy the benchmark at well over 8. Here comes Deborah, which again I believe is a first time appearance. It's like ex-wife of Mongo, baby. Any excuse to make a Mongo reference. Steve Mongo McMichael, what a legend of this business. Now Deborah takes him down. There you go. So there's the Thesz press. Deborah seems to have hurt her knee on that one. Kicks out at 0 though. Deborah Shone's former women's champion. Henry was in the spread eagle position there. He would love to be in the spread eagle position for Deborah, I imagine. Big sexual chocolate. But there we go. There is the thing. It's not a good thing when he's in spread eagle. That means he is almost in the way out. But we've equaled 7, so he's now joint second. 1 more to tie Eddie, and then 2 more to beat him. 2 more to go top of the table. So here we go. So Mark Henry's moveset of power moves has been too much for a lot of people so far. We're going to get a quick victory here. We're at 2 and 3. So Mark Henry now is equal with Eddie Guerrero at the top of the table with 3 minutes and 21 to go. You've got to think that we're going to get another one on the board to overtake, maybe even another couple to just really set the benchmark. Stephen Richards up next of the Right to Censor. But he's rolled him up. He's rolled him up. Quick roll up too. Oh, kick out by Mark Henry. He's determined to get this next one on the board. He's not going to be censored today as Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry. Stevie Richards goes up for a big elbow drop. Didn't quite make it. Here we go. Henry's got him up here. So first appearance again for Stephen Richards. I think Ivory was a first appearance. Possibly not. But there we go. So there's a big splash on Stephen. His old White Sox going to go. He kicked out. The old White Sox, as JR would lovingly call him. He's going to go up for another ride here though. 2 finishers to use. We might as well make use of them to try and beat the record. There's 1. There's 2. And another kick out from Stevie Richards. This is unbelievable for the big 1, 2. Stevens rolled him up. That was the move that beat the Undertaker from Eddie Guerrero and stopped him in his tracks at 7. Undertaker and Torrie and I believe the Godfather are the only ones not to have made it the full 10 minutes. He's up for another ride. Is that going to be it? Surely another big splash will put him away this time. Still no knockout. Stephen being tougher than we think. He did come from the land of extreme, but eventually he succumbs. And 9 is now the total to beat. Mark Henry now get 142 to rack up a score and try and. Here comes Grandmaster Sexy. So we've seen Scotty a couple of times. It's the first time we've seen the Grandmaster on here. There we go. Down he goes. So Grandmaster's got a cover on him. Kick out by Henry again. Grandmaster not staying down long enough to try and get a big splash on. No, he's going to go up here. We're going to get time for a big splash and maybe get another competitor in. Oh, we might not even need the big splash there. Grandmaster is out for the count. 2, 3. So there's 10 on the board now for Mark Henry in 43 seconds to try and get another one. 2 big splashes in, 2 finishers in the back pocket. So maybe, and it's Paul Bearer. Paul Bearer has shown up a couple of times so far. And he's certainly put up a good fight a lot of the time. And kick out is nothing there for Henry. 27 seconds still to go. See, Bearer's keeping on the move. No, he's going to have one go here. There is going to be one attempt. No, I think it's now Bearer has. Oh, Bearer's now got him in a sleeper hold, and that's the time up. A very impressive showing from Mark Henry. We have a new clubhouse leader with 10. It is Sexual Chocolate Mark Henry, and that is going to take some beating, I can assure you. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video in the Slobber Knocker challenge. This time will be a one and done for Esse Rios. This will be his only appearance in any Slobber Knocker championship, and he's got a tough task ahead of him. Mark Henry not only beat Eddie Guerrero's target last week, he demolished it. He matched that 8, and he put another 2 men to the sword, or another 2 competitors to the sword, shall we say, because there's men and women competing in this. 10 is now the one to beat, and once again Gerald Briscoe is the man to start things off against the Lucha Libre legend, Esse Rios, better known as Mr. Aguila, for those of a Lucha disposition or a WrestleMania 18 disposition. So Gerald Briscoe starts off more of these than anyone else. And as a hardy competitor, what we don't want to do is have, and it's always a difficult one. Mark Henry, I think, was it Mark Henry took almost 2 minutes to beat him eventually, or was it Chris Jericho before him the week before? It certainly wasn't easy, and S.A. Rios is finding that out to his detriment. S.A. Rios trying not to be the first man to be beaten without, or the first competitor, should we say, to be beaten without taking a fall altogether. And he is not that person, because there you go. Do a little dance, make a little love, get down tonight. So S.A. Rios has defeated Gerald Briscoe, and here comes Lita. So certainly a storied history between these two. Lita and S.A. Rios debuted together before she went on to become part of Team Extreme. What it would be for Lita to beat S.A. Rios here. So back and forth, these two know each other like the back of their respective hands. Oh, there you go. So as you can see, lot of counters here. S.A. Rios, it's going to be difficult for him to hit the finisher. His patented moonsault off the top rope, just in case, because working so quickly, people just getting up far too quickly. Lita is potentially going to go down there. That's just the 2 count there. So 3 is the number to beat, certainly. First of all, that way you would avoid the embarrassment of being bottom of the table, which is currently Perry Saturn on 3. He had a tough draw. Chris Benoit, Mick Foley were among his. He was just can't remember who the third one was, but certainly it was not an easy road to those 3 for Perry Saturn. S.A. Rios' moveset here consists mainly of roll-ups of certain varieties. Well, went for a missile drop kick, and it's not happening. Oh, big German suplex there. 1, 2. There's the 3. So S.A. Rios comes down with 2 there. So who's going to be number 3? It's Mark Henry, the current leader, the current clubhouse leader on 10. Mark Henry, what a performance that was last week. If you haven't seen it, go back into the archives and have a look at Mark Henry's impressive performance from last week. That is going to take some beating, I tell you. So Sexual Chocolate certainly get the size advantage over S.A. Rios, but certainly size does not mean everything in the world of professional wrestling. There we go. And almost a quick roll up there. But Henry takes him down. Quick kick out there from Rios. Big crossbody. Oh, and he was going to try. I thought he was going to try for the moonsault there. We're going to get one in. Big arm drag. And Hurricane Rana roll up there. 1, 2, 3. Gets him finally. So Henry was defeated. Nobody defeated him last week. The time run out. S.A. Rios has now defeated him. So 3 is, he's now hit the number, the special number 3. Here comes Mick Foley, the commissioner of the WWF. Big backbreaker there. So, oh wow, oh, big arm drag there. Hurricane Rana. Can I try and get moved out of the way? No, I can't. Big front drop kick, and he's going to go for the... Oh, can we get the moonsault in? Wait, no. in a word, no. Oh, big forearm there from the commissioner. Here we go. Is this going to be the roll up that we need? 1. No, again. we go. Big backbreaker. Is that going to be it? That's going to be it. Backbreaker on Foley. No, it's not. My goodness. I thought you always used to be able to, was it maybe the games after? I thought you could leapfrog. You could whip them into the corner and leapfrog them. Obviously not. Try it again. After a big snap suplex. I could be in a good position here if he doesn't get up too quickly. Oh, and a big elbow right to the back of the head. There from Foley on Essa Rios. 2, 3, and the former light heavyweight champion defeats the former heavyweight champion of the world. And Tori here. So number 4. Rios is on number 4, and Tori is Tori going to try and keep him there? Unbelievable! She comes in, first offensive moves, a roll up, and Tori has beaten Essa Rios to keep him on the 4 that she had. How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video, and this time we will be taking on the Slobber Knocker challenge with Bradshaw, one half of the APA, the big bad boy from Texas, Bradshaw. This could be interesting. Start off with Jerry Briscoe once again. Obviously, Jerry Briscoe has been the first man up many a time on this now. Hopefully we'll make some quick work of Jerry Briscoe. And the good thing about Bradshaw is he's got a very quick finisher indeed. Let's see if we can whip out here. Yes, we can! Clothesline from hell. Under 30 seconds gone. Oh, this could be there you go. The quickest so far. Quickest elimination so far. Bradshaw, 30 seconds exactly on the clock. And we're going to see who competitor number 2 is. It is Lita. So Lita has shown up a couple of times now. She was the person to knock off the Godfather way back in episode number 3, and she's putting up a good fight against old Bradshaw here. But this the clothesline from hell could be a hell of a weapon here. If we're going to, could we get another quick elimination? Not quite yet. There's a big scoop slam. Are we going to get her up here? Clothesline from hell. She kicked out. She kicked out. Unbelievable. I thought that was I was basking in the glory of a 3 count there. That is a surprise. Big neck breaker from Bradshaw this time. Trying to get Lita out. Oh, I'm thinking it could have racked up a cricket score. But not to be. Fall away slam from the big man there. I think we're too close to the ropes. Yep. Oh, and she takes him down with a big kick. And oh no, the palest man in this game, Sheamus before his time. Big clothesline there, not the clothesline from heck, but we can. Oh, I thought it was going to be a prototype clothesline from hell there, with the with how he. There you go, with how we always get the pin there, but we do get one. We do get a knockout and a second elimination. Here we go, the first appearance of the People's Champion. The Rock has appeared in the Slobber Knocker Challenge. Week 10, and The Rock finally makes an appearance. Bradshaw takes him up for a big powerbomb, lands almost in the back of his head there, and takes her right to hell with a clothesline. Bradshaw is on a tear here, 3 down in just under 2.5 minutes. The Rock didn't even last to the end of his entrance music. Here comes Mankind, the first appearance for Mankind. We've had Cactus Jack, we've had Mick Foley, and the third face of Mick Foley in this game has appeared. The Rock and Salt connection appear one after the other. Big clothesline. Follow-away slam from the big man to Mick Foley, and he's going to go for the clothesline from hell once more. There we go. 3 down. This 4 down in 3 minutes. My goodness, this could be Mark Henry. Mark Henry's 10 could be in jeopardy here, as Bradshaw is on a tear, ladies and gentlemen. Paul Bearer now going for a ride on the follow-away slam. The big bulldog from Bearer there. He's putting up a fight. He's certainly putting up a better fight than The Rock and Mankind have put up in the last 2. Paul Bearer, a slippery character. Oh, big shoulder breaker. With a slippery character in these, and there's a knockout there again, and Bradshaw continues to mow down the competition. Unbelievable stuff. Albert with his first appearance here. One half of T&A. Big horse fight this is now. Albert powers the big man up and takes him down with a gorilla press slam. Whips Bradshaw right into the corner here. Oh, and takes him down with a big clothesline. Albert dominating Bradshaw here. Bradshaw's going to need to get something in. I mean, a good score could be derailed here if he can't get the upper hand on Albert here. Albert with a big scoop slam, and here we... I mean, that's... Oh, big scissor kick. Bradshaw's got to get a wee bit of separation. It goes for the... He went for the clothesline. Doesn't get anywhere. He takes him down with a big neck breaker there. So Bradshaw trying to get some momentum going. Nothing doing here. Battle of the big boots there. We didn't get anything. Albert is coming out here. And Bradshaw slowing everything down. Camel clutch there. He's going to need to try and get Albert out here as quickly as possible, because Albert's causing him some problems here on his first appearance in the Slobber Knocker challenge so far. Obviously he's not taken it yet. Albert's got to finish up. Bradshaw's going to need to watch here. Oh, big scissor kick again. Big punches to the side of the head. Oh, and excellent there from Bradshaw. Turned him inside out, and then before he had a chance to refigure where he was, gather his bearings, he got hit with a big clothesline from hell. Here comes Joey Abs of the Main Street Posse. We've seen Rodney, we've seen Pete Gas, now we've seen... Oh no! Oh, I thought the Main Street Posse were going to get a win there. We're now seeing Joey Abs, the last member of the Posse, not to have appeared so far. That's always a good thing to hear that music. So Bradshaw up to 6 now. He lost a bit of momentum there with Albert, but he gets it back, taking Joey Abs out with the clothesline from hell. So Shane McMahon up next. Shane O. McMahon. Both of these men, former members of the corporate ministry. What a fine damn place in mind. There you go, there's the weekly singing along with some of the banger musics there. No Chance in Hell is an excellent one. But if Shane's got no chance in hell, can he survive the clothesline from hell? Oh, he could. He escaped it there quickly. So just over 3 minutes to go here. We're on 7. Oh, that was a big low blow. That was a big low blow. 10 is the marker to beat. It could be tight. We're going to get an 8th here. There we are with a knockout. And Bradshaw has racked up. He is now joint second with Eddie Guerrero. Oh, and speaking of the posse, here comes Rodney. Double Main Street Posse in this one. This could be go down as a GOAT episode with double Mean Street Posse. So we've had Joey Abs, we've had Shane, we've had Rodney. Bradshaw, this could be the greatest Slobber Knocker performance ever if Bradshaw can overcome those men, those 3 men in a row from the mean streets of Greenwich. There's a big neck breaker. Is that going to be enough to put Rodney away? Save a clothesline from hell. We're at 9 and Mark Henry is in sight for Bradshaw. Mark Henry's 10 is in sight. Who's up next? It's Stephen Richards looking to censor this great run of Bradshaw's. Storied history between the APA and the right to censor. Polar opposite men here. There we go, it gets him up and drops him on the top rope there. And clothesline from hell. He survives the knockout. Will he survive the 3 count? I don't think so. He does! Oh, Stephen Richards a lot more tough than I give him credit for. He did come from the land of extreme at one point. Oh, and he rolls him up. He's rolled Bradshaw up. 1, 2... Oh, 2.5. Bradshaw survives. Bradshaw lives to fight another day here with 1.5 minutes to go to get 2 more to take the outright lead. 1 more to tie Mark Henry at the top. Oh, big spear. Big spear from the big man. And Stephen Richards is putting up a fight here. He is putting up a hell of a fight. Big arm drag. Bradshaw now trying to get Stephen Richards in position for a clothesline from hell, but gets taken down with a clothesline of his own, and Richards goes for another cover. Kick out at 1 this time from Bradshaw. Oh, and he takes him down with a big clothesline. Richards keeps fighting back though. Richards keeps fighting back. Bradshaw's in the ropes for that roll up. Clothesline. Bliffs him up. Clothesline from hell. Knockout with 48 seconds left on the clock. Bradshaw is at 10. He's got 48 seconds to potentially take an outright lead in the challenge here. Who is it going to be? It's Stephanie McMahon. Stephanie McMahon stands between Bradshaw and the top of the table. Bradshaw's taking a hell of a beating. Is Stephanie going to come in and pick up the scraps here? Certainly looks like it. She's going to try and cover. Oh, she takes him down with a big shoulder block. Bradshaw's running out of time here. He's getting nothing. He has had no... Oh, he's giving up. He tapped out. He tapped out with 19 seconds to go. He couldn't hold on for 19 seconds. Bradshaw only gets 10. He is tied with Mark Henry at the top. Unbelievable.